Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming. It's Seven Mounts. What are the gaming drag today? I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Jorgen's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Oh, goodness, Jesus. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Alright, anyway. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I was thinking out loud. What's up, though? Something on your mind? Maybe, but no, it doesn't matter. You wouldn't, if it didn't matter. What's up? I was just thinking. I was concerned that Klaus would come to the concert too. Maybe he hadn't heard about it, otherwise I'd expect him to come. But maybe not. Maybe his interests have changed. He was in the gallery yesterday, so I imagine he knew. I don't know. I'm just curious where he is, and relieved we didn't meet him there. I haven't seen him since then. No idea what he might be up to. Knowing him, he's sitting in a basement somewhere, whispering to the walls or something. He has gotten way too deep into the whole occult thing. Aha! I knew it. I thought it was only for the aesthetic when I met him first, but no, there's much more for him. But let's leave that. Talking about exes is very unsexy and a bad idea in general. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. It's a bit of a blow that he's been thinking of a class while being there with me. I think I do regret asking. Next time I'll believe you if you tell me I don't want to hear it. So, bedtime? Maybe. What's the hurry, though? We've got nothing tomorrow to wake up early for. That shower was relaxing. We could pick up from there and see where it takes us. Come here. Don't be shy. You don't need that t-shirt. Oh, and turn off the light. It's terribly unatmospheric. Right. Give me a sec. My t-shirt off and folded on the chair. I sit down next to Jorgen, a bit nervous. Even with the light off, it's brighter here. My attention is on him, but I feel a bit self-conscious about how I look compared to him. I'm pretty average, just a tiger, and he's beautiful. The slope from his ribs down to his navel, all the shapes and angles. So, you didn't enjoy that concert at all? I can't say I didn't like it at all. Music was fine, though loud, quite intense. That's what I like about live music. Loud live music. The noisier the better. It blurs. It softens the edges. A drive towards transcendence. The way out of this world and towards the divine. Do you believe in the divine? I don't. But yet, you don't have to believe to experience the feeling. Like when I'm playing with my band. On stage with reflectors in my face, you'd think I look at the audience and sing to them, but I don't. I'm not there at all. So, passion fruit and orange guava. That is a weird flavor. It's not bad. It's just odd. I'm not there at all. I don't know what the audience thinks, and frankly, I don't care much. What we're doing is a ritual, and where we're aiming is transcendence. Do you know the feeling I'm talking about? I'm not sure. How about I show you? I'm flying. Damn, all you do is grab your pee-pee? Stars twinkle like tiny bells ringing. My paws find yours and we're on the roof again. My face and your face, so close. Your iris is a distant galaxy. And the stars I watch are a reflection in your glasses. The whole world is now refracted through you. You're not asleep? No. Sorry about the light. What are you writing in there? I'm working. I thought of doing an essay on the concert and the local scene here in general, based on what I've heard from people at the event and in the music store. Now? The work flows better in the nighttime. No distractions. Only silence. Listen. What do you hear? Only your pen and the wind outside. Exactly. And it's such a great feeling. I don't think I have enough material, though. Instead, I'm considering an article on how people self-organize in places like this. With a small population, low density, harsh weather. There's a lot to say about the resilience of the scene and the need for things like this, so that people can come together around. And the relationship between them and the local government. Would they still be able to hold a concert like that without the space and approval from the town hall? What do you think? I think people always find a way. Before a scene to truly thrive, not just survive, it needs some support. The local government's help and funding allowed them to host the event in a warm space, with decent lighting, and Advertise it to people who might not have found it otherwise. Whether that's a good or bad thing is another matter. You always risk having to compromise, to water down your vision when you accept funding. That's why the scene should aim to be self-organizing instead of solely relying on outside help. You're very serious about that, aren't you? That's actual journalistic work you're doing. It's more essayistic writing. I'm afraid I'm too analytical for traditional journalism. I've written a few articles for various outlets, mostly local web-based magazines, but I prefer longer forms. Anyway, sorry, you should be sleeping. I'm fine with being awake. I can't stop looking at you. I should be sleeping too. I should let you sleep. You probably don't appreciate the light. If only I get to snuggle you to sleep. Earlier wasn't enough for you, You may. Day 5. Oh, shit, I thought I was going to actually pause there. Cool, more Jorgen content. The phone vibrates violently under my shoulder blade. I hope the mattress muffles the sound, but just in case, I take it from underneath me with slow, deliberate movements, careful not to wake Jorgen. I dare not to look in his direction until I'm out of bed, slipping on the underwear from last night. He's still sound asleep. His lips slightly parted. His face is relaxed, taking on an almost childlike innocence. He's so pretty that I stop in my tracks just to look at him. I long for a moment I should call him mine. There's no time for thinking about that now. I should hurry. Having put on my t-shirt and trousers, I leave the room and close the door behind me as quietly as I can. I hope Lake is awake. I can't hear any sounds coming from the other side of the door yet. I knock again, just in case, this time a tad louder. What do we even do? What do we even need to do, actually? The jolt of adrenaline that let me crawl out of bed is slowly tapering off, and my thoughts are starting to slow down. Ah, Carvin! Can I come in? Sure. Sorry, I just woke up. Only now it hits me how dark it is still. It still feels like night, not morning. Jorgen's bed is neatly made. Lake's is in total disarray, the duvet cascading down the bed. How'd you sleep? Pretty okay, actually. I just don't like waking up so early. Amen to that. You? Well, on top of going to bed late, Jorgen woke me up twice. Once working and once when he snuggled me into me and demanded pets. I'll be fine. What do we need to do, actually? First, we need coffee. Just give me a sec to put on some clothes. But in short, I ordered a birthday cake yesterday, but I kind of forgot that we have to transport it here somehow. I blink, leaning against the doorframe while Lake yawns and rubs their eyes. That's quite an oversight. I didn't think of it till the evening, but we'll figure something out, surely. Don't call me Shirley. Let's head to the cafeteria and call the bakery first. Maybe they do deliveries. Oh, yeah, that would solve everything. Yeah, I see. Thank you anyway. The phone beeps and Lake sits down with a sigh. Even though I know the answer, I ask. And? What did they say? That they don't do deliveries. I scratch my head, looking at Lake's reflection in the cup of coffee standing between us. Lake grabs it, and the shake distorts the surface. So the cake is there in the town, but they're not delivering. And we don't have candles, hats, or any other decorations, but those would be nice to have. I look up at the actual lake, looking in the distance, as if calculating something in their head. Yeah, sounds about right. That's that's not good. At least there's still over an hour to breakfast. Are we calling a taxi? Can you afford that? From here? No way. There's your answer. The cake itself costs a small fortune. You mentioned Coach Devon yesterday, right? I think asking him for help would be the wisest thing to do now. I slurp my own coffee and look outside the dense cloud cover. Gray is my thoughts right now. Gulping the black liquid, I find myself getting irritated at the lion just a bit. Nothing is done besides ordering the cake, which is a few kilometers away from us now. Actually, I think I'd ask Professor Arn first. I know him better, and I think he likes me, at least somewhat. And he should be up by now. He's famously a morning person. We're keeping this a surprise, of course. Yes, it's more fun that way. How about you go ask Arn then, and I'll stay here and try to think of what else we might need. Can do. Candles, definitely. Some festive banners, maybe? Confetti? very optional. And I need to get a gift for Jorgen. I racked my brain trying to think of what else we might need, but a coffee isn't enough to get me to work this early in the morning. At least I got Lake to ask for help. I don't know how to explain to Professor Arn that we need to get to the town now before 8 on a weekend. And though I try to focus on this, I can't help but think of Jorgen back in the room. Hopefully he's still asleep. We need to wrap this up quickly, and then I have to sneak back to the room. If I wake him up, then I'll just need a simple excuse. I can leave something on the way there. Got them! Blake returns with both Arn and Devon. The former is beaming, a benevolent smile lighting up his face. The latter, rather unamused, arms crossed over his broad chest as he nods at me in welcome. Morning, Professor, and good morning, Devon. Good morning, good morning. I hope you had a good night. Oh, more than you might guess. With this many wake-ups, I didn't get much sleep. Blake has filled me in. It's a bit short notice, but it still can be organized easily. Coach Devon agreed to take you to the town, and I'll talk with the crew here. We need to negotiate out a space for the celebration. You had a brilliant idea, Lake. Thank you for getting this organized. Oh, today will be fun. He's really excited for it. I wonder if it's just his fondness for Jorgen, or is he actually happy for the party? And I'll stay here and keep an eye on Jorgen. Lake, will you go with Devon to the town? Of course. You're sure you don't want to go? Nah, I can miss the trip this time. But I should be heading back. I don't be there too long. We'll need to make it quick. The earlier we return with the cake, the better. Okay, no time to waste. The bus will be ready in 5 minutes. Lake, be in the lobby in 5 minutes and we're going. Yes, sir. Kids? I hope you're... kids. I hope you're going to be happy with this party. I can't shake off the feeling that he'll be at least somewhat angry. Well, I think I know him somewhat by now. Let me tell you how I think it'll go. He will look angry for a bit, I'm sure of that. Just for the looks, but he won't get angry at all. Quite the contrary. He doesn't like to make a fuss about himself, but I'm sure he'll appreciate it. As long as we don't get overboard with the scale. I see. Well, that's good. Do you need me here for anything? Nope, I'll manage. Thank you, Carvin. Lake and Devon will help too once they're back. You go back to Jorgen. See you at the breakfast. Keep Jorgen busy until the end of it. He gives me a wink before walking away. How did he know? Did Jorgen tell him? No, I think I can rule that out. The two aren't that close. He must be really observant then. And I should really be heading back. Standing at the door, I suddenly remember something. I don't have a gift for Jorgen. That won't do. I have to ask Lake to get something, though I'm not sure what yet myself. Can I count on Lake for this? It's really important to me. Jorgen has already gifted me so much, taking me along with him, introducing me to his friends, letting me into his life. And it's his birthday. I want him to be happy. I want to give him something he'd truly like. Something not too big or expensive, but personal. Something he'd still keep for the years to come. He's still asleep, wrapped in the duvet and blanketed by darkness. He turned on his side and now in the center of the bed, closer to the spot where I was lying. With a bit of luck, he didn't notice my absence. Still very early. If I grab my jacket now and don't like Jorgen, I could head to town as well, help Blake and look for the gift. My sleepy body is telling me to hop back into bed and stay with Jorgen, but I gather all my willpower and need to find him something nice. Tiptoeing, I walk to the wardrobe, take only my jacket and shoes, and quietly return to the door. Jorgen is still asleep. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!